Oh man, I've been making my live reaction videos to this, and so far, this interview is not going the way that I thought it would. Come on, Willie D. You gotta do better than this, man. I can't lie, man. This interview is interesting. Let's continue.
When you talk to him and tell him what the truth is, he won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this. How could he know? It's okay for you to think that I'm that way, but there are 30,000 known comedians in America that you could have went to, and they would have told you, this is against my character. I am known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates. I don't care if you're 6'6", I don't care if it's 5 of you, I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L, I don't care if you put a gun in my face, I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, how did you get on in the first place as far as like with the movie thing? Like I know I'm skipping over the comedy, but how did you get on with the movie thing? Like specifically, I want to know about Money Mike. I want to know how you got that role.
Right. So here's the whole thing.
Willie D, he just explained that on Club Shay Shay. Oh. Bro, Willie, we heard him explain on Club Shay Shay, and Club Shay Shay got over 38 million views. Why are you asking him the same questions over? Oh man, yeah, bro, you kind of, I don't know, bro. Come on, Willie.
Liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, you know, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp? Really?
We heard this already. Now, Katt Williams is in his bag and he's delivering, but we heard this side already. He's literally just repeating the same thing that 38 million, look, I'm looking right here. 38 million people heard this story already. He should have asked him about something else. We already heard him tell this story. Come on, Willie D, man.
Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man. He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Get out of here, man. That's in your contract for real?
We heard Willie D. Oh, bro, why you acting so surprised? You know you heard Willie. Willie. Free, man, somebody free Willie. Somebody free. Oh, Willie, this ain't it, man. Oh, my goodness. Why you acting so surprised? Look, 38 million people already heard this story. Come on, Willie. Look, I'm a fan of Willie D. I like Willie D's videos. I reacted to some of Willie D, but on this one, Willie, man, you dropped the ball on this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Get out of here, man. That's in your contract for real?
I make my contract, sir.
Oh,
when you're the master of your masters, everything else is subservient. That's why we have control. That's why we're hated, because there's something to hate. But anyway, so Money Mike, this is my first audition, not just my first movie. It's my first audition. The reason it was so great is because they allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and
he's literally just saying the same. Bro, we heard this, Willie. This is not a good interview. You don't ask the same questions that 38 million people already heard. We need new information.
Needed to do things. So I needed to pick the wardrobe for the character. So Money Mike's wardrobe was impeccable because I designed it and they made it so. I picked out the car, the color of the car. They had a guy playing a pimp. I need this to be an actual pimp. We need Bishop Magic Don Juan. Everything I had to do. Me and KD Albert, who played Donna, and Terry Crews, it was all of our first project, and my job was to make sure that we came off as if we were seasoned actors. And so I put everything I had into that movie to the point where in the script, Money Mike is raped in the bathroom. Katt Williams changed that. Why? Because there's no way. What do you mean, Katt? There's no way. What are you saying? I'm saying in a place that small.
We heard this already.
I'm not rapeable. I don't care what has to happen. That's what will happen. And so that's how it changed and became a great movie. And just the thought process that maybe Ricky Smiley was going to do that, it is laughable. But yeah, that was going to be my only movie. So I had to do everything that I could do to make sure that it went the way I needed it to. And I've done that in every one of the 60 movie roles that I've done in the 50 network television roles.
Man, I'm glad you spilled on that, man, because it's a lot of people who would not have. People get blinded by that bread, man, or that opportunity. And for you to stand on that says a lot. Because I know Terry Crews would have probably enjoyed it, you know, in real life.
Oh, bless his heart.
Shots at Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Now, how did you get this this knack for comedy in the first place? Like you had a pretty tumultuous childhood. Like how do you pivot from that and get into comedy?
Hey, I didn't find it to be tumultuous.
So at the time, you was living it. You was like,
yeah, this is not tumultuous. Okay. But your question was, how did you
find comedy?
A lot of times you have the true appreciation for something when you're not trying to do it. You just like it.
He told this already. He told us this on Club. Oh, you asking the same questions that Shannon Sharp did. See, this is why this interview is not going the way that I thought it did. We're supposed to get new information, not the repeated information. I mean, we did learn new information about the Suge Knight thing and about a beef that I didn't know about. But
So that's the relationship that I had with music, and it was the relationship that I had with comedy. So musically, I could listen to Pearl Jam and the Ghetto Boys. Like, I could listen to 9 Inch Nails, and I could listen to Prince, and I could do that. And comedically, I found that I could do that too. It didn't matter what the comedy person looked like, or how they were built, or where they were from. If they were funny, I was going to be able to tell. So I understood that Don Knotts was out there working his ass off as Barney Fife. I understood he wasn't doing the same job as the rest of them. I understood that laughter is an emotion, and anytime you can tap an emotion, that's very powerful, regardless of what emotion you're tapping.
When you're tapping these emotions, before you deliver the joke, are you cognizant of what it's going to take to like deliver that joke? Like, are you already knowing that I know for a fact I don't have to practice this? They're going to be with this right here. When I say this, oh, I'm going to get them.
As a comedian, I have the best fan base in the world, like documented.
You do.
The slight amount of advertisement that they allow me to do, and the fact that in a place as glorious as Houston, they pack the arena to the rafters, is based upon the fact that I, in 1995, started a conversation with a fan base which was maybe 5 people, and through this entire...
Hold on. Katt Williams is in Houston? Oh, man! Man, if I would have known this... Let me see something. Katt Williams tour. Oh, he sure was. Motherfucker. I didn't know that. Man, if I would have known that, I would have... Oh, man.
Entire time, I've kept up the same conversation with the same people as they grow. And I'm letting you see me win. I'm letting you see me lose. I'm never allowing the product to be affected by what's going on, because this is the greatest relationship here. So, yeah, consequently, bam, they know some things when I come to town. They know I'm finna bring the baddest comedians with me. That's who's gonna be opening up. They know this all over the country. And then they know that whatever it is Katt's gonna talk about for an hour, they know he did not talk about this the last time he was here. They know.
Man, how in the hell do comedians get away with that anyway? Because I'm not going to see the same comedian tell the same jokes, 100 times in a row.
You let a rapper rap the same songs, so, and you let a singer sing the same songs, the classics, and you'll allow that. And so,
yeah, but funny is supposed to be spontaneous, so that's the difference.
Well, understand that comedy has its roots long before social media. So before social media, you might have heard that this comedian is funny, right? And somebody might have told you what he said, but it didn't sound that funny to you. They just told you what he said. But when you see him in person, oh, he's hilarious. And so comedy always had a cycle where you showed the whole circuit your body of work. It's just comedians had gotten so lazy that they were doing one great set that they had on Comic View or Def Jam, and they were touring that for 15 years without changing it. And so we made it a part of our effort to push the fact that you should be writing new material and shaming the community into it by just, I'm going to keep putting out these specials and this new material. How long are you going to continue to tell these jokes? Because in a minute, the audience is going to be like, no, they got to say something new. And eventually the audience did do that. And
some audiences show up and they want you to say the whole joke. They demand that you tell the whole joke.
I don't have not one of those people in my fan base, because they know better. They know that I would never let you pay me so you can hear some shit I already said. I respect you too much for that. What you're going to get from me is brand new. This is new.
Right now you have 12 comedy specials.
Okay.
Is there a magic number in mind, or you just want to just keep running to make sure you got the all-time number and that's secure? Are you already at the top? I'm
in no way counting numbers.
These questions are crazy. Bruh, you got Katt Williams fresh off of Club Shay Shay. He is the hottest thing on the streets. And you asking him these questions? Oh, man. Damn.
You've done
I'm saying if 12 is the most, if 12 was the most, there's not a number because I'm not putting a number to it.
You should have known this information. If you would have known that he has the most stand-ups, why would you ask him that? Oh man. Wow. This is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty bad. Hey Willie D, I rock with you, man. I love your videos. I do reaction to your videos, but man, I gotta keep it a buck, man. This interview right here is kind of bad. Yeah, this interview is kind of bad.
But I've been special that many times for an hour.
17 tours, 100 cities. That is a lot of work. That's enough work for a few lifetimes. Most comedians won't even get 100 cities. Well, most comedians ain't gonna do that one time. And how do you continue to come up with this new material? Because you do new material every single time you show up. That's crazy.
It's a new show every single time I show up.
Man, that is crazy. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I follow comedy. Most of the comics that are the top dogs right now, as far as like in some of our heroes in comedy, I was there when they were like working on their first jokes. I was watching them and supporting them way back then. But that is a tough feat to be able to do something like that. I think that the reason why
not in 24 years.
Yeah, I think the reason why people like you is so much
We're gonna stop it right here. Yeah, this interview is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. Willie D. He kind of dropped the ball on this one. I got one more reaction to go to. Whew.